Good morning, class. I, Mukesh Tiwari, welcome everyone in Smart Exam Academy. This is going to be the second video on the rise of nationalism and Indian National Congress. It means one video I have already uploaded on this chapter, in which I have explained about the meaning of the nationalism. The meaning of the nationalism we had discussed in a very detailed manner. I also discussed the definition of nationalism, the factors which are responsible for the growth of the nationalism, how nationalism emerged in India for the first time. And the another part I had discussed about Raja Ram Mohan Roy. Raja Ram Mohan Roy. The contribution of Raja Ram Mohan Roy I had discussed in my last video. So I will request everyone, if you have not seen the first part of this lesson, I will request you to watch that part first. Otherwise it is very difficult to understand this part also. So in this second part we are going to understand about Jyotiba Phule. About the contribution of Jyotiba Phule we are going to understand in this chapter, in this lesson. So let's go ahead with this video. Jyotiba Phule. First of all, in the last video I had discussed about the contribution of Raja Ram Mohan Roy. Here we will discuss about Jyotiba Phule. Actually, Jyotiba Phule, he was born in Satara district of Maharashtra. In the present time, Satara district is in Maharashtra. He was born in Satara district of Maharashtra. He was against the caste system. He was a great opponent of the caste system. He hold the view, he used to say that the caste system is a very bad thing, because the caste system means subordination of weaker by the stronger. He himself belonged to a Mali caste. By caste he was a Mali. Mali means the gardener. The Mali means the gardener. He belonged to a gardener caste. He was actually, in the very beginning, he was involved in the flower business. He used to sell the flower and the vegetables. But he was an educated people. He knew, he tried to explore, he tried to understand why the lower caste people are oppressed by the higher caste people. Why the lower caste people are oppressed by the Brahmins. So he came to know that because of the education, the lower caste people are oppressed by the Brahmins. So he used to, he decided to emphasize on the education for the lower caste people. Lower caste people should also get educated. He also stressed on the education of girls, that the girls should also get the education, so that the girls can also stand in their own feet. To stop the exploitation of the girls have to be educated. So in a very short manner we can tell that Jyotiba Phule, he was born in Satara district of Maharashtra. He was an urban educated member of the lower caste. He himself belonged to a lower caste people. He emphasized on the education of the lower caste people to improve their condition. He established a school for the untouchable and a private orphanage. Orphanage means the anath ashram, orphanage for the widows. He emphasized on the education of the girls. So these are the main points that you have to write in the examination or for the making of the notes. I hope that everybody is sitting, taking their notebook and the pen. So these are the main things, these are the key points that are necessary to write to secure good marks in the board exam. So these are the things which I have recently said. You can pause the video and you can revise the main points once again. The another point, he founded the Satyasodhak Samaj. So what is the meaning of the Satyasodhak Samaj? The Satyasodhak Samaj was to help the lower caste people. As I have said that the lower caste people were oppressed by the Brahmins and by the higher caste people. So he established a society that is called Satyasodhak Samaj. It is a society which protected the interest of the lower caste people and the weaker sections of the society. Weaker section, not economically weak. Weaker section means kamzor varg. The kamzor varg. The weaker section not only means the economically weak, socially weak, politically weak, who are fighting for their justice. So for the weaker section and for the lower caste people, this Satyasodhak Samaj was built in 1873. 1873. So it is a very important year, and many times Satyasodhak Samaj comes in the board exam as a 1 mark or 2 mark question. Who established Satyasodhak Samaj? What was the objective of the Satyasodhak Samaj? So please learn it very carefully. It is very important. Who was Jyotiba Phule? Why he is famous? So this is a common question in class 10 board exam. So you can write down the main points. I hope that you would not forget it in the future. So let's move ahead. Recently, whatever I have said, he established schools for the girls. He emphasized on the girls' education. The girls' education. Because along with the lower caste people, the girls were also getting exploited. They were lagging behind. So he actually believed that the girls are the first educated. The girls should be educated first, because the mother is the most important teacher of the child. The mother should have the education. Another one, the famous book Ghulam Giri. This is a very famous book, Ghulam Giri. In this book, Jyotiba Phule has highlighted about the exploitation. Exploitation. This is O. This is O. Exploitation. Exploitation of the lower caste people by the general caste or by the Brahmins. He had said everything about the exploitation, how the Brahmin people were exploiting the lower caste people in terms of the literature, in terms of the Vedic, because of the Vedic culture also, the Brahmins were how exploiting the lower caste people. So I hope all the points I have discussed, all the major points. Beyond this, no question will come in the board exam. This is all in all. So let's move ahead to the next point. This is the picture. This is a small picture of Jyotiba Phule. This is a small picture of Jyotiba Phule. Let's move now. Next, we are going to discuss about Indian National Congress, which is a second scope, which is a next scope within your class 10 book. Indian National Congress. Indian National Congress was established in 1885. 1885. It is the first party of India. It was established by A.O. Hume, Allen Octavian Hume. He was himself a British. So you can ask me a question. He was himself a British. A.O. Hume was himself a British, and he established an association or a party for the Indians. It was because of the safety valve mechanism. Safety valve mechanism. According to the safety valve mechanism, the Congress party was established in India so that the Indian people can channelize their problem, can express their problem in a peaceful manner. If Actually, the British people thought that if we can establish a party for the Indians, the Indian people can express their views in a peaceful manner, express their views in a peaceful manner, or their problems. They will not go for the conflict, so they will not go for the rebellion, and they can express their views in a peaceful manner. So this is the year December 1885 is the year of the establishment of the Indian National Congress. Who was most important person for establishment of the Indian National Congress? A.O. Hume. Next, I hope everybody has been able to understand. We can move to the next point. The first session of the Indian National Congress. The first session of Indian National Congress happened in Mumbai, Gurudas Tejpal Sanskrit College. This is the name of the place where the first session of Indian National Congress happened. It is in Mumbai, and the first session happened in 1885 from 28th to 31st December. Vyomesh Chandra Banerjee, he was the first president. Every time in every session, new president was elected by the members of the Congress. So in the first time, Vyomesh Chandra Banerjee, or W.C. Banerjee, was the first president of the Indian National Congress. This Indian National Congress, at that time, he was attended by 72 delegates. That means 72 persons attended the first session of the Indian National Congress. Who was the Viceroy? Lord Dufferin was the Viceroy. He was himself very interested in the establishment of the Indian National Congress, and as I have safety valve theory. Safety valve theory means expression of the problems. The Indian people can express their problems in a peaceful manner. So that is why Indian National Congress was established, on the basis of the safety valve mechanism, and to safeguard the British interests into India. Safeguard the British interest into India. So you can write down the main points, and we can move to the next point. Second session. The second session of the Indian National Congress. The second session of the Indian National Congress happened in Kolkata under Dadabhai Naoroji. Who, now you can ask me, who was Dadabhai Naoroji? Dadabhai Naoroji, he was a Parsi person. Parsi. He is called the Grand Old Man of India. Grand Old Man. Grand Old Man of India. He is called the Grand Old Man of India. This question has been asked so many times in the class 10 ICSE board exam. Who is called the Grand Old Man of India? Dadabhai Naoroji. He for the first time started the drain theory. Drain theory, D-R-A-I-N, drain theory. The drain theory I will explain in the next video in a very detailed manner. I will explain the drain theory. So he is mainly responsible for the drain theory. He was a Parsi man. He is called the Grand Old Man of India, and he was also the second president of the Indian National Congress in the Calcutta session of 1886. So I hope that you will write the main points. Lord Dufferin, he was a Viceroy. He was a Viceroy during that time of India. So you can write down this very important one. The Grand Old Man, drain theory. Who was a propounder of the drain theory? Dadabhai Naoroji. So let's move to the next point. Surendranath Banerjee, he convened the Indian National Congress in Calcutta at the provincial level. He offered a model for the 2 years. This is also very important point. Let's move. The East India Association. The East India Association was founded in London by Dadabhai Naoroji. As I have said, he is also called the Grand Old Man of India. The East India Association, where he also founded the East India Association. It it have its branches in Mumbai, Kolkata, and the Chennai. He was also the first Indian people to sit as the member of parliament in Britain. Dadabhai Nauroji. Thank you. This is the whole thing about this chapter. This is the second part. We are going to finish the second part, and this is the main point. It is also important one. Who founded East India Association? It's a small question. Generally this question comes for the 1 mark, for the 1 marks, or for 2 marks question. It's a very small question. East India Association, that is why I have highlighted in the red color. So Dadabhai Nauroji and the East India, who founded East India Association in London in 1866. So we are ending here the second part. So thank you for watching this video. Thank you for making the notes, and you can follow me. You can, if you are watching the video on the Facebook, you can like the Facebook page, and this is my email ID. If you have any inquiry, you can contact me on this email ID. Lastly, I will tell you to subscribe the channel, because in the next video I am coming with the important questions. In the next video I am coming soon with the important questions of this chapter, important question for board exam, and whatever the suggestion I will give you, it has the sure chance to be come in the examination. In the board examination, you will, if you write my notes, you will get the 100% marks. 100% marks, I assure you, if you write these points. So I am coming the next video with the important questions for the board exam on this chapter. So for the time being, thank you. Keep watching. Thank you. Have a nice day.